just now.
Right.
Like she was.
Okay.
This is how to watch TV.
Anyways, we're doing the podcast again. It got cut off for whatever reason.
So we're here.
This is the second week in a row that the podcast has just shut off randomly. Sorry about that.
Shout out to Tim Cook.
If anybody's watching this. Anyways, so we're at the point where they're talking about this in the little court, the night court situation. The queen is mouthy. Like, I'm just saying.
That is
Like, and
very,
that's coming from somebody
that was
who
very
had
70s
and
of you, Joe.
I'm just saying, like, she's talking shit, like,
Give her
openly.
a rap about the beat.
Oh no, his new wife encourages the misogyny. It's okay.
God bless you. He wants to give her a rap about the beak and straighten her out a little bit.
Right.
Thanks, babe. I love you.
Right.
But no, hey, listen, misogyny is great if you could pull it off. You know what I mean? But no, I'm being real. Hey, listen, I'm being real.
Wait, say that again.
Misogyny is great if you could pull it off. A lot of guys
He's
can't
gonna have a lot
carry
of
that.
different T-shirts. Is what
Yeah,
you're gonna say.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm being real. A lot of
is great if you can
I'm
pull it
being
off
real.
as a T-shirt.
No, think about what I'm saying.
Can you wear that next week if Jeremy makes it as
Yeah.
a T-shirt?
Yeah, no, seriously. Misogyny is great if you can pull it out. A lot of guys can't carry that weight, bro. A lot of guys cannot carry that weight. If you're not holding it down, then you can't run around and act like an ape from the down, Mesozoic era. You gotta, play the role.
And I don't, for the record.
But no, I know
It was
you
a
know.
joke. It was,
No, you're
Yeah,
not wrong.
We
at
all,
all.
hey, look, we all
We're
joking.
100% correct.
These are all jokes.
right.
So, anyways, the queen,
I was so serious.
they started. The king started questioning his own kids. who
Jesse's back. All right.
I don't remember him even talking to prior to this.
No, I don't remember that either.
It was clear that the queen told Aemond, but he blamed Aegon. Like the way he looked at
her. Yeah. Yeah.
like who told you?
Right.
Like, shit, I probably
And he
shouldn't
just
rat her
threw it,
out. Fuck Aegon.
Just grabbed him
Yeah,
by
but
his
he pretty
trousers
much-
and tossed him straight under the horse and carriage.
He pretty much snitched without snitching. I mean, he went all the way up to the line.
But his look
Just
on
didn't
that
say the
kid's-
words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The look on that kid's face when he said that, Aegon, he was like, "Me." He's so aloof, like
Right.
you said,
No,
just
but his
like-
was so dope.
He
about
looks
it.
like Mike
His
from
was-
Stranger
his was dope
Things.
about this
Right.
because what I tell you, you like you just said, he's so aloof. Aegon doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's so not here right now.
He was,
but the
like,
kid.
he wasn't paying attention.
But the
to
kid-
the whole thing until he
What
said his
kid?
name, and then he was
Aegon?
like,
What is his name? The kid that got the dragon now.
Aemond.
Aemond, yes.
Aemond is so in the game now.
Oh yeah.
He's put his piece on the board. He knows I could play against my brother. Can't play against my mom right now.
Yeah, if I play against him, he could
like,
get taken out for this, for
I can
treason.
deal with him. You know what I mean? But right now she got way too much weight. You know what I mean? She got
Right.
So he put his piece on the board right in that moment. He was like, he said that shit.
Right,
He
right.
said it.
And
He looked right at her like,
And Aegon just
that
said
shit.
the thing that everybody wanted to say. I didn't know where he was going to go with that, but like
Dude.
he was just like, everybody knows. What do you mean?
Yeah, but it was such like not to a point to me where it was out of place, but it was it was such a teenage thing. Like the way he answers,
Yeah.
like his dad's like in his face yelling,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" He's just like,
yeah.
"Yeah, Dad, we know."
Like, why are you tripping? Like, everybody knows this.
Yeah,
What are we making a
everybody
big deal about it?
This is common knowledge. What are we
Right,
doing
like,
here?
And then the way he tries to play it off is the when he's just like, "All right, this infighting must cease."
Yeah.
He just totally sweeps it under the rug. It's like, whoa, well,
but she
something
wa-
must cease.
She wanted an eye for an eye
Well,
before that.
technically
They
it-
literally wanted an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
infidelity.
I thought that was a cool scene, even when she looked at Kristen Cole and was like, "Bring me the eye of Prince Viserys." You know,
she was on some Grammy shit
yeah,
right there.
and he was like, that was just echoes of
She was on
Cersei to
some
me.
Grammy
right there.
shit.
Right?
Her giving him that command.
And that's why I think me saying she's mouthy is interesting because Cersei was way more of that.
oh yeah, for
Like,
sure,
way worse.
way worse. But
She's
see,
protecting her kids, but
I'm
she's
thinking
so
that-
twisted at this point and lonely and like
yeah. Well, I think that-
bitter.
yeah, I love the way even though he's kind of an asshole.
Chat.
even though he's still kind of an asshole for
I got nothing. There's nothing.
It's on mine. It's a new watcher. Jasike says Aegon Def had balls to talk to his pops like that.
You
And
think
where
so?
was Kristen Cole during the children fight?
Kristen Cole, who's I was talking about. Even though he's like he kind of took the
Well, no. What
the
I mean,
one side so far. I just want to point out
Yeah,
his
yeah.
honorability in saying like, no, like I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Are you on
I
an
was your
old
sworn
chat?
protector, not like your sworn.
what do you mean? Am I
That's
on?
from the chat
Was
for the
that the old chat?
broadcast. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me check the other one then. It was still playing for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking like. The chat is not up.
Oh, okay. Well, just give me a second here. I'll get to it.
Okay.
43B.
B.
I've had to do two
B-roll.
parts 2 weeks in a row. Sorry about that. So let's see here. Aegon definitely had balls to talk to his pops like that. Where was Kristen Cole during the children fight with Queen?
Where was the whole Queen's Guard? See, well, he was like the children were supposed to be in bed. They snuck out. The kids snuck out. They snuck away.
Yeah.
They,
They
do
were
it-
out. They were off doing bad shit. They were doing
They
kid
do
shit.
right. They
I
do
mean, he
what
just
real life
claimed a
children
dragon.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like the kids were doing kid stuff. They
Right,
were,
they
they
do
snuck
what
out of
real
the
life-
bed. Like
they
didn't
do
get-
what real life
you know what I
people
mean?
do.
Like, yeah, they snuck out away from the guard.
And,
the guards
and
didn't know
in
they
the
were out
same
of
way, the
bed.
guards do what real life guards do. Sometimes they lacking. Sometimes they get
people, right.
lackadaisical in their job and they walk away and like, all right, everybody sleep. I'm gonna go do some other shit. So yeah, nah, that shit was crazy though. But we need to
Okay, so the king says it's over. Allison disagrees. Aemond speaks up and says some shit that's pretty profound. He's like, that was a fair exchange. I just lost an eye for the biggest dragon in the world. Like, did
was
he
my
make the
favorite.
most sense
Didn't I
at
tell you?
all?
Didn't
Yeah.
I tell you? I told Jeremy on the phone. I said, "Look, man, I'm little dude. First of all, when he took the dragon, he got his weapons. He's a player now. When he snitched on his brother, he started playing the game. The part where he told his mom to chill, he was letting her know, like, bitch, we in the game now. It's
Right.
on. Listen to me. It's on. You got an army. You got a whole people. You got all your people behind you right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been pushing that point already. Your people are behind you right now.
Right.
And we got a fucking dragon.
Well, I liked how
And we got a dragon.
one of the comments
Well,
here.
another dragon,
Oh, well, we got another dragon, but we got the dragon.
the biggest dragon.
We got the dragon.
Yeah.
Right.
Chill. Fuck that eye.
That was supposed
We
to.
good.
That was supposed to be my mom's.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
He was looking like-
he was just like you should have claimed him. That you should. Like, what are you waiting for?
Some of the comments here from I can't read the name J.L. Syke. Is that what it
As
is?
soon as he got off Vagar, his
Jai
balls
Sight.
dropped.
His
yeah.
balls dropped,
Yeah,
but
100%.
Allison, he was like, Allison, I was sworn to you as your protector.
That's
Not
what I was
as
trying to
your,
say.
like-
That's what I was trying to say.
Hey,
Well,
look,
well,
he
we were all
walked back
talking at the
into
same
that
time.
cave.
Yeah, he did the same. Yeah, I liked the fact that he was honorable enough to do that. Like, I feel like one of Cersei's followers back in the Game of Thrones days would have went for the kid's eye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out of fear of her, basically.
If
you
it
know,
was the hound, not the hound, the mountain would have took that eye.
he just squeezed his head.
Yeah, the mountain would have took that eye. The hound, no. The hound would have
no.
definitely been like, nah, we
I'm
ain't
saying
doing
like
that
just
shit.
even one of the henchmen, like.
One of them random dudes that scared, yeah, they'll do that shit.
Did
Yeah.
you watch She-Hulk?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear the conversation?
Between
I
the
won't say
goons,
between,
the
yeah,
goons
about,
and the henchmen.
between the difference between goons and henchmen.
She called them goons. What did she call them? Hench goons?
Hench
She
goons.
called them hench goons. I was cracking up.
Henchmen believe.
But no, I wanna
henchmen
say this.
believe
I
in
wanna-
the cause, and the goons are just there for the money.
I want to acknowledge Jasite.
Okay.
I think that's how we pronounce it. He said when he strided back, or he was striding back in the cave.
Amen.
Promise you, when he came back, that was the Obama walk after he won the presidency, and Bush had to bring him to the White House, and Obama came walking around the corner like, "Bitch, I'm the president." Shawty came in that cave like, "Look here, it's all about me now. I got the biggest dragon. What y'all gonna do?" I love it.
So Allison apologizes to her dad, and he's going to support her. Did you notice that they called Aemond a rogue, like Daemon? Like for going and getting the dragon? Like they called him a rogue.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like we're not gonna have. I know we doing an age up thing again, right?
We are. I'm so annoyed with it.
Oh, but wait. The one more thing about the night court thing, like you called it. Like Damon standing there, just leaned up against the doorway,
Leaning.
watching his family burn to the ground. with this just smirk on his face the whole time
Right.
was pretty good. Like,
And he and Rhaenyra had not gotten married at this point. They were
no,
just
they got married after everybody left.
Juicy K is the name. That's how we pronounce it. Juicy K. Juicy K. I'm gonna pronounce it like that. I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk.
Oh, just CK.
And
okay.
because our audio is out, I want to reiterate that I lost somebody really close to me this morning, and I want to resend that shout out to my family. I love y'all, and I see y'all in a couple hours because we'll all be together dealing with what we got to deal with.
yeah, and we will be what? What's the
the
matter?
camera's not like lined up.
Which one?
No, this is on YouTube, so it's
Oh, okay.
delayed.
So it's like delayed. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where we're at in this.
Damon
Oh, you
got
were
like-
talking about Damon.
Just being
Damon
like, just being super chill. Like he just
he
like
said,
he's
they
kind of
said in that
watching.
end credit thing, like he's a leaner.
Yeah.
He said my
just
character's a
watches-
leaner.
he's leaning
he's been
and
leaning
watching.
just all the whole episode.
Yeah, well, that's listen, that's good direction. That's good acting because this somehow you have to convey that this guy is doing this thing where he's in the background
Like I said,
plotting
we
and
had some
planning.
we had some questions about dude to begin with as far as like acting goes, but I think he's nailed the character.
Oh,
Pretty
I
much. He's
forgot.
made-
I
he's
forgot
made
all
the
about
character.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, yeah.
at this point,
yeah,
It's not Doctor Who
he's
to me.
even
no
in the
more.
show that the Queen
yeah.
that Jenna's watching.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You don't
you,
recognize
CK.
him as that character.
Yeah,
anymore.
remember I told you in some
No,
earlier
he-
episodes. For me, I was looking like, bro, this.
I've
dude
not
for
seen
Doctor-
him in anything prior.
Yeah, but you don't watch Doctor Who.
I do not.
I'm a Who guy. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch Who in the early '80s. I am that old, so I used to watch Doctor Who. I still watch the old '70s episodes. Now I don't go all the way to the beginning.
Right.
Actually, that's a lie. I do watch the first Doctor Who.
Okay.
And then I skipped some years because it got real Britishy for a while. And
Okay.
it was against my better, like, I couldn't do it. But
Okay, so let me get through these last couple episodes.
Yeah, let's
these
get
last
it,
couple
let's get it.
points.
because I got
So,
the time crunch.
I should have been there. Those should have been our house words. Like, what a great bit between Rhaenyra and Laenor. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I should have been there. Those should have been our house words. Like, what a great. He said she deserves a husband and send his boys off to fight at the Stepstones.
I'm listening. I'm just typing to the
I'm
chat,
trying to
so
figure out what I
won't
meant by
stop it.
this. Seems like the drama is largely non-existent aside from there in this show. So it feels like we're not getting anything outside of the House of the Dragon specifically. Like, so there's just no drama going on in Westeros at this point? Everything's cool?
Well,
Aside from the Stepstones.
they showed the damn crab people, and they kind of dealt with that in an episode. So it's like, how much more drama? You know what I mean? How much more drama can you have without detracting from the I don't know if this story is going to be as overarching as the Game of Thrones show, because the Game of Thrones was like everybody in
It was
Westeros.
like the whole world.
Right. Everybody's
the
dealing
whole
with this coming
continent.
threat. Right. So with this is like, we're dealing with this family. This is the House of the Dragon. We're dealing with this family, and we're going to deal with this family specifically. So unless they interact with somebody outside of,
Right.
their
What do you
little
think
unit.
about the whole fire is such a strange power comment? The comment says Jaharis was a great king. Like, he kept everything pretty...
Well,
Like
he's
copacetic.
level-headed. Like I said to you, he doesn't seem crazy.
No, Jaharis, not Vahar.
Jaharis.
Not,
Jaharis
Viserys.
was the king before
Yeah.
Viserys. I mean, well, even still, he still passed it down. Only thing, Viserys' kids are crazy, so that's where the drama starts. Because realistically, he's not causing any drama.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still like, yeah, we going into the era of drama, so we're gonna start seeing things ramp up.
Speaking
from
of
here.
drama, Loras is scheming with the queen to cut out a kid's eye. Like, oh, this is where we get to, unless Laenor was dead. I know. And then they take care of it, but in a way that was not expected there. Like, did you see it coming that he had snuck off with him at the end? Or did
Okay.
you think that he had actually killed him? Because, like, poor
I told
queen that never
Jeremy-
was. Holy shit.
I told Jeremy on the phone again, because like I said, with all the shit that's going on outside of the show, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Shout out to my daughter. She's buying her first home. So, yeah, I'm that old. I called him and I was talking about that. I knew from the moment they plotted to kill him, and I mentioned that earlier on the before the broadcast cut out. He was gonna kill dude that came to kill him. I knew it.
What were we talking about here?
The guy you talking about I don't know these guys' names. The black guy.
You think he was going to kill Lanor?
I knew he was gonna kill whoever they sent to kill him.
You think Lanor was going to win?
Who's Lanor?
Lanor is
The black guy with the
Rhaenyra's
dread.
husband. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You
it was
thought
guaranteed.
he was going to win
Yes.
over his boy toy?
It didn't matter who it was they sent to kill him. He's a goddamn warrior. And they what do you call it? They foreshadowed it. When he was talking to Rhaenyra earlier in that episode, what did he say? It's like I face monsters. I fight. This is what I do, and I wasn't here for you.
Right.
So I'm going to recommit myself to you. But in that speech, while you thinking about, okay, the implications of him recommitting himself to his relationship and still being around, what they were saying in that moment was, this is not a dude who's easily pushed over. You're not going to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is a fighter. So, socially we think
But
gay guys are
I guess
weaker.
my question is, do you think that the buddy, like his friend, was in on it from the start? Like his whole plan was to escape together, or do you think because he did that shit in front of a squire,
Right.
so that somebody would go say he saw this happening?
Right.
But do you think his plan from the beginning was to go, let's get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, it
Or
could
do you
have been.
think Lanor came up with that?
It don't matter who came up
Dude,
with
we
it.
could not do this, and instead we could just escape together.
It
and you
didn't
could
matter. It didn't matter who did it.
Who do you think
who
they
came up with
killed?
it. Anybody. You could just throw a body in there.
Anybody,
This
but
is-
you had to put his
this-
boots on.
Ice-T wasn't gonna show up and do the CSI thing or the you know what I'm talking about. He wasn't gonna show up and examine the body or whatever. Back
The
then,
comment said if he got kids and parents, if he was in on it, he's an asshole.
yeah. But listen,
He let his mom feel
but
it
he
right
don't-
after his sister
But
died.
it don't matter to him because he knows his life is in danger. Right now, somebody wants to kill you, right?
Right.
And those people who want to kill you are in a position of power, which means they can effectively get that done.
He figured it was. He
Let's
knew it
move
was
away.
Rhaenyra because Rhaenyra was told that guy to do it.
There you go. And then also, well, Rhaenyra didn't, Damon did, but still, at the end of the day, somebody can
The
kill him.
comment said, "But I mean white legs, though."
He was super light skinned.
He was.
Jessica, he was super light skinned. So it's like he could pass. And then back then they threw him in the fire. So I mean, they probably looked at his white legs, but ain't nobody examining too hard. It's like, okay, my son is dead. That's it. Let's bury his
Right.
body, throw it in the ocean. Nobody. There's going to be no autopsy.
So speaking of, they got married finally, like Rhaenyra and Daemon.
It's really weird to say finally to that marriage, but yeah, that was.
Yeah, it felt like it's been looming since episode whatever.
I know. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying it's still weird. It's like it's your uncle.
So we found out then that Laenor and Carl broke out and ran away on a boat. That was the end of the episode. So I had a question.
See, now I was confused
Go ahead.
because and I know we running long, and like I said, I
you're
got
good.
stuff to do, but I was confused with that because
get
I
through Lord of
didn't
the
know-
Rings here
I didn't
shortly.
know that the guy that he ran off with was the guy that came to kill him. So now, in that perspective, I'm looking at it. They did a little stage play, basically.
But from the beginning, you think he told him what was going to happen?
Probably told him beforehand, like, "Look, I'm gonna come in and act like I'm."
And then let's
cool,"
do
you
this
know
in
what I'm
front
saying?
of the guy.
Let's do it
so
in
he
front of
tells
somebody so they can run off.
But they had to have known who they were going to throw in the fire.
They probably had a body. I mean, back then you had to keep
probably
a body
had
on
a
hand.
body.
They probably had a body. You can throw any body.
Okay, so the only
How is he
question I
gonna
have
hide
is
his
this.
dragon?
What's that?
You said, how is he gonna hide his dragon?
How is who going to have who going to have a dragon?
Hide his dragon.
Oh,
I mean, I guess he wouldn't have to.
who are we talking about?
Did what is his name? I don't know his name.
Aemond?
No, the fucking black guy,
Oh, Laenor.
Laenor. Did he have a dragon?
Are Valyrians? Yeah, they are dragon
They
riders.
had dragons.
Yeah.
It was two families. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he had a dragon.
So how's he gonna hide that dragon?
He don't have to drag it.
How's he gonna hide that dragon?
Take him with him.
Like, because he bailed out at the end of the episode. So, ooh, leave it?
No, he ain't
no. The
leaving that
dragon
dragon.
would know, right? Like
He
you would
wouldn't
think
leave
the
that
dragon
dragon.
is smart enough to
He
find its
take
rider.
that dragon with it. He can get that dragon. To come
Okay,
with him.
so the question I wanted to ask to end the episode was, why do we support? Oh wait, hold on. I think Jeremy's coming back. I don't want to leave him out of this last topic here. So any,
Yeah, I
any
didn't
more
even
about
know
what
he
we're
had a
talking about?
dragon. You say you didn't think about him, the dragon. I didn't even know he had a dragon. I haven't seen him ride one. They show Rainier, Rain. What is her fucking name?
Lenore?
No,
Lena?
they showed
about?
Raina or whatever her name is.
The
princess.
queen that never was? Oh, Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. Dude,
Wow.
listen, everybody, I apologize.
No, this
I
is
do not get
unacceptable,
these names.
Dre.
Right. I cannot get these names down for the life of me.
I do not accept
But
your
no,
apology.
Rhaenyra, they showed her riding the dragon. They showed the young black girl riding the dragon, and then they showed her. Then they showed Damon riding the dragon.
Right.
That's the only ones I remember.
And Aemon now.
And Aemon now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Okay, so the last question I wanted to ask, Jeremy's not coming back apparently. He's just going to make noise in the background. Okay, so when I watched Game of Thrones the first time, I did not support Robb Stark from the beginning when he was going with, what was her name? Do you remember?
Shay,
No, Shay was Tyrion's girl.
I can't remember. Rob
Whatever her
Stark's
name was, something with a T. Anyways, I did not support him from the beginning because he had made a commitment to Walder Frey. You with me?
I'm with you.
So why am I supporting Rhaenyra? Like, what's the difference here? Why am I pro Rhaenyra and her doing all these things that are outside of her duty and stuff like that? Like, what's the difference here? Do you have any idea? What are you doing? You commenting?
I'm still commenting. I'm trying to support the chat. The reason why is because Robb Stark was a guy and he was not charismatic. I'm just giving you a possible explanation
Okay.
as to why you personally wouldn't.
But
He
did,
was not
did
charismatic.
you support him in that?
I wanted Robb Stark to be the king. I wanted Robb Stark to win the Game of Thrones. And in my head, if I'm going backwards in my mind, I remember distinctly thinking that Robb would somehow come out victorious because of how much his family lost. So like the red wedding really kind of that shit hit
Yeah.
hard. And I remember distinctly, my uncle's an avid reader like myself, but he reads fantasy. I read horror. And I remember sitting at his house and we were watching Game of Thrones.
Right.
And he started laughing because of the stuff that I was saying about who I wanted to win, and he knew what was coming. So he was just like laughing at me like, bro, no, this
Yeah.
shit is going to get crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, if they stick to the books, it's going to get crazy. Man, when a red wedding hit, that shit hit me like a ton of bricks, man. Like a ton of damn bricks, man. I thought Rob was going to be that guy. But
I'm just meaning like why I don't understand
no,
why I
but what I'm saying,
support her doing
charismatically,
all of her.
I think it's charismatic. I think
Okay, I'm
think
cool with
Rob was
that.
just like a blank slate, and he was just a dude
was
that was
real-
there.
And it was just like, dude, you just promised yourself to the Frey girl. What are you doing?
Yeah, and Rob died over love. Out of everything you could die for in Game of Thrones, think about it.
Yeah.
Like people died for all kind of shit, treachery, backstabbing shit, all this. Like
Right.
Rob died because he fell in love. That's the
Where-
worst one.
What do you see happening next? We saw in the trailer that it was going to be another time
Why
jump.
do you guys keep seeing the trailer and my dumb ass keep not
don't
seeing
know,
the trailer?
man. Like,
it's so
it's
weird.
right after
and
it.
Jeremy keep telling me the same thing. It's right after. Just play it and
Then they talk about the episode that you just watched and show you behind the scenes stuff. That's where I
every
found out some
single
of that info.
time that I watch the Game of Thrones,
She's just a better character.
yeah,
as
she
he
is a
said.
better character, I think, as well. But
fair.
every time I sit and I watch House of the Dragon, I think what's happening is because I'm not watching it on Sunday night, I'm watching it like Monday morning, and Monday mornings is like my wife wake up at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm like watching it quietly, and once it goes off, I'm not.
I
paying
tried
attention to
not
shit.
watching the trailer. I have tried that, but I want to see that other stuff, and it's just like, well, crap. I kind of do want to know what's coming next. So we'll see. What do you think about, last question, what do you think about why we didn't support Rob Stark, but do support Rhaenyra? Like, she's making the same sort of decisions. Why is it different? Because I was adamant
Well,
against Rob Stark.
you were adamant. I can't say that I was on the same page as you.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought Rob Stark was gonna, but that was kind of back then, early, still kind of early when you thought maybe there could be some happy endings.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like some shit could possibly work out for some people, but that was like before I realized that wasn't this kind of shit.
Hey man,
Right.
hey
I think
listen.
a red wedding might have been the moment where you realize, oh fuck, this
He
ain't the
literally
kind of show.
just said everything I said. Exactly. But I want to say before you cut the episode off,
Yeah.
and by the way, anybody who's watching right now, stay tuned. We're gonna jump right back on and talk about Lord of the Rings. But
The Rings of
the Rings of Power. Sorry. I just want to
Last
say
week's
this.
episode.
It is the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
But
Yes.
I want to say with what Jeremy just said, the Red Wedding. I want to send a shout out to the actress. I don't remember her name, who played Catelyn Stark. That scene was extremely powerful. Like, she acted her ass off, bro. Like, when you come into the table read and you find out your
Fernando,
character,
don't ever come in at the last second. We're literally ending the podcast now.
when you find out,
Stay tuned for the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. We're
when
doing
you
that
come
right
in,
now.
when
right
you
next.
come in and you find out at the table read that your character is about to die in the next episode, she was like, you know what? I'm going into my daytime Emmy bag. I'm going into my Oscar bag. She acted her ass off in that scene, bro. Shout out to her, man. That was powerful.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here for for How to Watch. Jeez, for House of the Dragon is what I was trying to say. We're gonna talk about that next week. We'll be back. Stay tuned for the next episode of How to Watch TV, which will be Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Season 1, Episode 6, Udun.
Udun, and we're gonna go through it quick because we got a lot.
We're gonna go through it
parts.
quick because Dre has other stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
This is how to watch TV.
See you later.